The no further proof needs to be given than the next match for the tag team title, where the tag team champions of this organization look like a meth head and a Mexican mini.
Oh, come on. How did he look like a meth head? I'll give you the mini. How did he look like a meth head?
Okay, well, so the mini is already over here in the bank. I'll jot that down. This guy with his overly dry, blah hair looks like if he had 3 teeth missing in the front, he looked like he just got lined up against the wall on Cops.
You know who that is? Do you remember who that is at all? He was a guy that made a couple appearances for AEW. His name was Ben Carter, and people raved about him. And then, like, the next week, WWE signed him. So that's who this guy is. He was a guy that appeared in AEW, and everyone went crazy, and they wanted him, and then he immediately signed with WWE. And now he's, what's his name? Nathan Frazier.
Nathan Frazier. Well, anyway, I mean, put him in any type of street clothes and put him on a street corner and tell me if anybody would turn their fucking head. He's just normal as fuck.
Well, he's fast.
Well, yeah, because he's tiny.
And he flips.
You can turn a Maserati quicker than you can turn a Greyhound. And, I mean, they look like 2 of Mike Jackson's jobbers back in the TBS studio days. And as I mentioned on my notes, they work like they should be in AEW. How did Tony Khan miss these 2? Apparently, he didn't. But they had to work with Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. Had to work with them for the tag team title, and the only reason the indignity could have been worse, but they beat Waller instead of having to beat our boy Theory. And I mean,
how long can they tease the Waller Theory? Do you even call it dissension? Just bumbling friendship? How long can they tease this thing breaking up?
They're almost not even teasing it anymore, are they?
I guess not. I guess now it's just they have moments where they always bumble and cost each other big moments, and then their friendship continues.
Because they're loyal. They're loyal to a fault. But I'm sorry, and I know the what's his name? Nathan Gizmo,
Frazier.
Nathan Carter,
Frazier.
Plowboy Frazier, whatever his name is. I know he looked like he had a nice arm drag, but that's again the problem is when just some schlub that looks like, he ought to be working at the post office can get in and do these wrestling moves with great alacrity and skill. It kind of devalues the whole goddamn deal. And this, again, the venue, it's not the territory days. A guy it might have been great for TV in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, but maybe not New York or Chicago. That was the beauty of the territories. But I don't see how they can put these guys on national TV in these spots looking as they do.
Well, again, I think with them specifically, it's about the style that they're wrestling, and it's their way of not copying, but it's their version of AEW, having these guys. At the same time this match was on Dynamite, was Commander versus, I was about to say Commander versus Hurricane, I feel. Not Hologram.
Hologram.
So you had 2 masked guys who look like they're the size of children on one channel. This one looked, at least in shape, on this channel. But this was...
And the poor wrestling fan had no alternative, no place to get, no safe port in a storm.